What it do, my peoples? This is big news, the Enigma, and
Yes.
I am with Ice, the coldest, and we're gonna talk about One Piece on the Grand Line because
Whew.
these are your Grand Line Enigmas. And I'm telling you now, my God, my God, my God. So last week we talked about Shanks and Useless Kid. Uh,
Boy, I tell you.
for first off, thank you guys for a response to that. Like we're still getting used to this YouTube situation, so thank you for contributing. We appreciate y'all, man. But yeah, so last week we touched on this a little bit about Vegapunk being locked up in this room, with a bunch of the CP agents, and Shaka finds him, and Shaka all of a sudden is getting somebody blows his freaking head off, and we're like, yo, what the world is this? You know what I'm saying? Like yo, what who shot Shaka? You know what I'm saying? That type of situation, right? And and now we're gonna just deal with that real quick. So we found out that the perpetrator of this
Whew.
assault on Shaka was none other than York. Okay, so York is one of the 6 Vegapunks. She is the personification of greed for Vegapunk. So his greed, he poured that out and made it into York. Okay. York's character is very interesting to me because she's always smiling.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of the few that is really always jovial about life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the rest of them are looking, whatever. But her character is like always with smiles, man.
Shoot, when you first meet her, she got her face stuffed full of cookies.
Yeah, that's
So
facts.
yeah.
Yeah, greed. So she, we were dealing with this, ever since they've been on Egghead, Egghead Island. All these truths, all these things that they finally revealed about the story, like just the construction of like on O'Hara, and like the fact that he still had all the data and that he was disseminating that. He was trying to find ways to get everybody on the planet energy. I mean, look, Vegapunk's arc, like I didn't even expect this. Once again, god dang it, older. Um,
You don't
once
miss.
again, man, sucker don't miss, man. He just don't miss. But once again, we're in a situation where he's giving us a completely different part of the story. It fills in a lot of gaps. And she was intro to 1065. You know what I'm saying? So she was in manga 1065. And
Right.
she's one of the quote unquote satellites, as I said, of Vegapunk, which is one of the 6 personifications of Vegapunk. Now, normally she's sleeping a whole lot, she eating a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? But once again, she also holds all the protocols that all the Vegapunks have over the entire island. Now, what got me is that when like Ice was talking about this, or you could probably deal with this a little bit better than me. We were talking about earlier about how the Seraphims that were attacking the island, they were under command from all Vegapunks, right?
Yep.
All the Vegapunks had 100% authorization to control the Seraphims, and the Seraphims have been going ham right now. I mean, they are going
Yeah.
ham, Bo. The Bo Hancock Seraphim, Bo. Look, that you should wrap that sucker up, Bo.
Man, listen.
Anything, yeah. Talk to him, Bo.
That's true. That because now for for the ones that don't pay that much attention to Hancock's power, the love fruit,
That joint
and
diabolical, Bo.
it fixed her perfectly because she to like in her mind, saying she's the most beautiful woman in the universe, in the One Piece universe, and everybody, like men and women alike, both treat her as such.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's what makes her power that much more devastating. Because
Yes.
if she knows that, once she hit you with that mellow, know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You
Stone.
stone.
Stone off rip. And like I said, and it, like you said, like it doesn't hurt that she's like one of the most beautiful characters in One Piece.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that adds to that. The little version of her, like keeps using her cuteness against people. It's very smart. Like really, she thinks almost like Bo. In that sense, she has that same level of tenacity that Bo has, the same coldness that she has.
Right.
But she just has so much more power. I mean, she's powerful, bro.
Man, them Seraphins are
Bro,
they just dastardly. And
bro, they
we just talk about this one that they modeled after Hancock.
yeah, but these things, man, are diabolical. I mean, so you got the one that's after Bo Hancock, known as Snake. Then you have the one after Mihawk that's called Hawk. Then you have the S Bear, which is themed after Kuma Bartholomew Kuma, and then you have the Shark, which is named after boss Jinbei. Now
Oh,
these four are all ridiculously powerful. And I'm like, Vegapunk made these things? You feel me?
right.
It's all like, you made these things. Like that by itself is like, this dude can't live. Uh,
Man,
I was like, he can't live. There's he has too much power. No one man should have all this power. I understand. No. We get why the government's wanting to do what they want to do because they trash. But
well, yeah, that.
yeah,
Of course.
I have to make sure that point is made plain because they trash. But the history of a horror is like one of the things that haunts them
Mm,
because it's the only time that records the voice centric, right? So that means Vegapunk knows what happened,
oh yeah. Oh,
right?
that's another reason why they got to they got to quote unquote get rid of him
Yeah,
because he done some research.
that's
So
right. He's done some good research. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So
wait a minute. So he know about horror, huh? Oh, okay,
yeah,
cool. All right, so yeah, what I'm saying, we're about to send some. Well, we've been sending some CP agents, but they
they ain't
ain't
came
come back.
back. They ain't came back yet. Vegapunk had something for their behinds every time they came, So he's like been hiding it very well. But once again, it's so goddamn smart. Like the way that they set up Vegapunk, they was like, look, we ain't gotta attack you from the outside. We'll just attack you from the inside. So right now, like we're back to Shaka. Shaka was the personification of good in Vegapunk. You know what I'm saying? So like when it comes to the so I'll give you the six punks. Okay, Shaka is good.
Mm-hmm,
Lilith is evil. Edison
mm-hmm,
is thinking. Pythagoras is wisdom. Atlas is violence. York is greed. Okay,
mm-hmm.
and once again, like I say, Shaka was personification of good. He came out there to help, and what shot him in the head was greed.
Yeah,
It was York. York was a mole all along. So then these issues that we've been seeing with the Seraphim make more sense because they said every time they shut them down, they turn back on. They're like, why these things keep turning back on?
that part because hey, and it's crazy because Oda he literally put it in the manga,
Bro, it was in
and if
plain
you
sight.
didn't pay attention, didn't say you just got to go back and read.
Yep.
Because I think the order is Vegapunk, well, they call him Stella. So
Yep.
the actual Vegapunk,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
then his satellites,
Mm-hmm.
then the homie Sentamaru,
Yep.
then what it CP0,
Yep. The CP.
and then
Because especially in them still had order. Yeah.
then
But
whoever else.
yeah, but then when Stussy tried to overrule, the thing rejected it because it got a higher command. And we was like, who in the world else is like giving the commands is outside? But what's crazy, York was nowhere to be found. And most of the scenes you go backwards into the story, you don't even see, York nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't see York anywhere. So like finally we get this scene, in the middle of it, at the very end of this chapter, and it's York smiling yet again, saying, "Yo, hey Stella, you know what? I'm gonna be a celestial dragon." And he like, "What type of foolishness you?" You know what I'm saying? He like, "Where are you talking about? You gonna be a celestial dragon? Don't even make no goddamn sense, girl. What are you talking about?" You know what I'm saying? It's like yeah, it's like what. So I'll read it to you as it said. She's like, just what Shaka would say, because he's talking about like how you want to be around these horrible people.
Right.
And she's like just like what Shaka say, if he weren't dead already, she's laughing about that. It's so complicated when everyone is Vegapunk. The world only needs one Vegapunk. and that right there, I was like, dang, she's greed.
Yeah.
She'll eat up all five if she got to get what she want. You know what I'm saying? So and this is Vegapunk's fault. Let's call a spade a
Mm-hmm.
spade. He didn't have to make York,
So
but
he
he
had to
did.
make none of them. If he,
Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? But he did though. You know what I'm saying? So like, look, you can be mad all you want, but let's keep it at a buck. Like this is your fault, bro. This wouldn't have happened if you hadn't done this. So we're now dealing with this like we're dealing with this situation where what wrote her off was that Snake petrified York. Remember?
mm-hmm.
And for some reason she's unpetrified.
Right. So
And
yeah, so
she's
they got to explain that.
Yeah, so that's the one part they got to explain. Because I was like, wait a minute, she was petrified by Ed Snake, you know what I'm saying, and then kicked to the side by Ed Snake, you know what I'm saying. Then all of a sudden, boom, here she is, like in here with Vegapunk, like she done shot Shaka. You know what I'm saying? So like but once again, this whole thing is breaking down because now I'm in fear because you remember what happened with my man's with Sabo,
Mm-hmm.
how that whole island was erased from the map.
Man, listen, because we still got to figure out whether or not that Joker alive or not. Like,
Bo, I mean, he survived this sucker, man. Look, this is the luckiest person in One Piece because that whole beam of light, I was like, this thing is gone.
dude, like think about it, because like this dude, he did not really survive. Like getting like the doggone celestial dragon shot a cannon at him.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And he still managed, and somehow he floated in the floated over there the dragon. Like so, you know what I'm saying? He had amnesia, but by the grace of Oda.
you stupid, man. You stupid.
You know what I'm saying? He survived that.
That's facts, though. He did.
Now, you know what I'm saying? Like the top villain in One Piece, you know what I'm saying, doesn't erase the island that he been trying to hide on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still like flabbergasted, like with how he does his villainy. Because like right now we say Blackbeard, we know Blackbeard ain't the one. He's not the big boss, like he can't be.
Nah,
But he's a road bump. He's a road bump onto the way to become the king of pirates, but he ain't the last one. So Ice, tell the people who the last villain is.
it's Emu, man. Like Emu, Imu, like however you say that.
Yeah, his weird name.
We're gonna go by I'm. That sound better. I
That
like
worked.
that.
That worked.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the dude that's the dude they just gonna have to like make like some strange bedfellows with, like, because ain't no way they like if this dude like, and they ain't even like spoken about if like what kind of power this dude got right now. Like all he
Mm-hmm.
did was just open up a map, say, all right, well, you know what, this island gone, boom,
Mm-hmm.
island disappeared. You know what I'm saying? O'Hara, Buster Call, boom.
Yeah, pretty much. Boom, gone. Right?
You know what I'm saying? So if that's the case, you know what I'm saying, like, and like it's crazy because if he can do that to islands,
Man, look.
is he able? Is he actually able to do that to people?
I mean, look. This dude. This dude's existence bothers me. Okay.
So they gonna have to, so Luffy gonna have to come out the wazoo with something. Like, don't get me
Look.
wrong, I love what Gear 5 is able to accomplish at this point. However, he got to tap into something else
Yeah,
because
but one.
like you need more than your imagination with this one.
Yeah, I mean, like it's gonna take something very interesting because the power that this dude exudes is like just goodness gracious. It's far beyond what we understand. Like the fact the five elders apparently are being escorted to Egghead Island by Kizaru is. I was like, oh my
Right.
god, like this is far beyond a regular social call. This is I want to see the light leave out your eyes type of situation. You know what I'm saying? They're like, now I want a person to be the one to stab you in the chest type of situation. That's what I'm saying right now. You know,
Yeah.
so that's it's so much more right now than just, oh yeah, we're just gonna throw this random story at you. No, this thing is like literally pulling together a lot of the strings that were left from the old days and they're tying them up to make it
Mm-hmm.
like no. The stuff that happened back in like the first 100 episodes are still quite relevant to the last of the thousands right now. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So I mean he's done such an excellent job at that. And then like once again, just the fact that he's that right now that York is the villain of Egghead shuffles the whole thing again because everything she says can go.
man, it's and I
Everything
like.
that she says can go. Every single word she utters is worth something on this island because she actually is Vegapunk. So if they kill all the other five plus Stella or quote unquote the main Vegapunk, then she literally is still Vegapunk.
Yeah. So she could just walk around with the doggone seraphims and
Yeah, easy.
like that's her personal security.
Yeah, easy.
Like,
Like, and that doesn't mean she doesn't have his intelligence. That's the one thing that I was like bothered with, is that like I'm wondering what is her level of intelligence compared to like a Vegapump. I'm like, but if these are all him,
mm-hmm.
then that means that the level of intelligence is also in them too.
Yeah, that she has what he has
Yeah.
because he got what was it what they call the brain fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so and I think that's a gift and a curse to him
Yeah. Facts.
because not now because I mean even before what I'm saying, like we found out that York is strapped.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I think that was one of the lingering thoughts that was in the back of my head when they first introduced him, and then he finally said, "Oh, well, yeah, I like this is all part of the devil fruit." I'm like, "Oh, sir," like you know, yeah, it's cool to want as much information as possible,
Mm-hmm.
but in your world, too much information is like borderline a bad thing.
Well, man, well, it's like in the real world. That's why I like how they're doing this because like there's certain things that people don't want you to know.
You're
And,
right.
and there are certain things that people will kill you if you know. And
Yeah.
I was processing that, like how, like how the O'Harans like they threw all their books into the water
Mm-hmm.
because they knew in a rush of all that stuff that the Buster called they wasn't gonna go and check the water.
Oh no, definitely not.
So they already knew they're like they ain't gonna go and look in the doggone water for no books. They gonna like we burn everything to the ground because it's simpler that way. But like Vegapunk being able to get his hands on all that information, all that wisdom, and compile it into pretty much digitize that information, can be disseminated to anybody on the planet.
Yep.
That's a dangerous man. So especially for folk that's been trying to tell people a lie about the world.
Oh,
When
buddy.
so I'm gonna sit here. I'm like, all right. So you had York. Yeah, York kills Shaka, who was the consciousness of the group. He gone.
Yep.
Right. So
As far as we know.
yeah, yeah. As far as we know right now, Shaka is gone. So that leaves you with Lilith, Edison, Pythagoras, and Atlas because York ain't in this situation no more. So he got four. He got four versions of himself, and that's thinking, wisdom, violence, and evil. Right? His greed is already turned on him. Good is
That
like
is
the
right.
quote unquote dead.
And
So
Lilith is still stone.
yep. Lilith is still stone. That's like one of the first ones.
Yep, her and Usopp.
Yeah, the first ones. But I was like, God dang it, Usopp.
And then half of Frankie.
Yeah, half of Frankie. Frankie's still talking trash at half. So let me out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shoot. Which one? What was the one that was? What was the other one that was with them? Because he's stone too.
Oh, you talking about? Hold on, let me see. I'm looking through the panels right now just to be sure. Give me a second. Let me see. I see Lilith, Usopp, Frankie. Who else is Stone? Yeah, York was Stone, but now she's not. Who else was Stone?
Is that Pythagoras? Yeah.
Pythagoras was Stone. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I was like, it's like homeboys shout Pythagoras. You know. I was saying like that. I was like, well, dang, that's messed up. She got that sucker. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
and then before before S Snake could like step on him. Before, like, well, at the time we didn't know, but York was like, "Wait."
Yeah,
So so Dagger's fate is still unknown.
yeah, yeah. I'm saying one, like I said, we're at this spot now where we're at this impasse where if Vegapunk dies, right,
Mm-hmm.
Egghead collapses under the weight of another Vegapunk that wants to kill everybody else. Because being serious, man, I mean, that's what we at right now. Like that like likely Vegapunk will die. I don't want his character to, but he's just one of them characters that know too much.
You're right.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
Luffy made a promise to get him off the island. So
Well,
somehow, by the grace of Oda, he getting off that island.
I mean, yeah, but that doesn't mean that he'd get off alive though. He can get off the island, but it don't mean that he gonna survive.
Right.
I'm not saying that that's immutable. I'm just saying that that's a possibility. That if we dealing with a situation we might not have, because he's telling too much. He's telling us too much information. He can't live. I'm just saying, like, all the rules of storytelling. If you got an informant this powerful, you kill this sucker, okay? Because they know too much, man. It's like, nah, goddamn, you know too much. How in the world, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you just wander around a planet with all this goddamn information. Nah, sucker, you dead. You know,
Hey,
so
here's some information.
I mean, so like, I mean, I'm gonna go to I'm gonna read these few pages real quick, and we're gonna end this convo about this. But so on the last few pages of the manga, it talked about the 3 months ago in Sacred Marriage Order, like right. It's like I'm calling from Egghead. I want to speak to the ones in charge. Dr. Vegapunk is studying the Void Century, and not likely this is York.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So CP5 was dispatched to ascertain the truth, but found no evidence. This ship mysteriously vanished after leaving Egghead. Subsequent agents were sent from CP7 to CP8, but none of them returned to the government. This is Egghead. I want to speak to the ones in charge. Once again, it's another person snitching. After a discussion between the 5 elders and an unknown figure, the genius scientist betrayal had been made clear. The elders made the call to have Dr. Vegapunk assassinated. Cyberpole Aegis Zero undertook the mission, but anticipating a counterattack by Vegapunk, the elders chose to make a visit in person with Admiral Kizaru as protection. Reinforcements were requested from naval bases far and wide. The deployment made it clear that they were expecting war, right? Which we saw that, because I'm like, that's way a whole lot of people. And this is my favorite line. And into that situation sailed the ship of the Straw Hat Luffy, Emperor of the Sea. The arrival of this unexpected variable unsettled the government, to say the least. That old sucker, Akainu, what? Straw Hat? And then they just got like Luffy like laughing. And then one of the dudes from the elders like, not again.
That was funny.
It's like every time they think they have to clear, man, this doggone sucker just stroll into the same water. It's like, God dang it, but go home. But regardless, the resolution of the incident the following day would inflict a kind of shock that the world had never saw coming. And was this all you're doing? And this is Stella, quote unquote, Vegapunk talking to himself, York. He's like, answer me. And why would you do this? You know, like, and like I said, we're now understanding that the person who snitched was York. And that was what she ended with the line of saying, you know, that there's only need for one Vegapunk. You know, so I'm like, once again, absolutely suspenseful. Love this manga. It made lots of sense. Once again, filling in a lot of gaps. And how in the world that the elders knew what was going on is that they had a Vegapunk snitch. That's the only way that Vegapunk could go down was by Vegapunk.
Yeah. Only way he'd be up in this from his own genius.
It's facts. I mean, like his own genius is Achilles' heel. You know that he made all this stuff, and the thing that he made is trying to kill him. That's a doggone sermon right there. It's a doggone sermon we ain't gonna do tonight. But yeah, like that's. But once again, we're looking at this thing now. I'm like wondering. So, Ice, what you think gonna happen next, man?
Man, listen.
Let's do some predictions real quick. What do you think is gonna happen next?
At this point, like, dude, because this ain't easy. Like you say, I mean, I want to keep hope alive. Maybe just maybe, you know what I'm saying? Um, Stella makes it off the island, actually alive.
Mm.
But at this point, I don't know because
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, yeah, Luffy promised the man that you know what I'm saying he was gonna get him off the island. You know what I'm saying, York has other things has you know what I'm saying other plans in case that happens. And then you know they about to actually meet one of the five elders.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering if like if Oda's gonna let Luffy see one of these elders because he already yapped the Celestial Dragon.
Oh man, he knocked he knocked the color off of him.
Yeah, he did. I mean, look here, that's one of the best, flat out one of the most satisfying punches
Whew.
in anime history was just seeing Luffy reel one back and hit that sucker in the face, man. I was like, oh, I mean, I told you, I was like, if it felt, I felt, I just sat back in my chair, took a deep breath, my eyes closed when that joint happened. I was like, oh, that's so satisfying.
Man,
But the Reaper,
he had to do with the dance moves and then just yapped him, man.
yeah, he did, man. He hit that dude, bro. But once again, like I said, I don't know if Vegapunk gonna survive this. Well,
I,
Stella, I don't know if Stella Vegapunk gonna survive this
I feel you.
because if you got the elders coming, you can't just the elders not gonna just embarrass the elders like that. They got way too much power on this planet to be embarrassed like that. They didn't come out and get the objective finished.
Man, listen. Because and then, you know what I'm saying, we got and then they finally actually named the like this particular elder that's coming. I think it's Saint J Garcia.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So he coming with you know what I'm saying, he a heel, but you know what I'm saying, he one of my favorite heels in the story. Emerald Kizaru Borsalino, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, but that's because he lazy justice, man. I mean, we don't know whose side this dude on, okay?
You know what I'm saying? Like this dude might be a doggone revolutionary in disguise.
Well, I mean, look, you know what, man? It would not shock me because Kizaru, his character is weird to me in a good way. You know, like where it's like he's had people dead to rights and let them go
Man, that
because
joke, well,
he believes that justice is going to catch up with you, lazy justice. So
you're right.
he doesn't have to do all the hard work.
No.
Then you have absolute
Oh
justice.
God.
You know
This sucker him.
the punk, Akainu.
He gonna get what's coming to him.
Oh yeah, he gonna get it, bro.
I,
Hopefully it's by Garp's hand, but we'll see.
I can see that. But see, here's the thing, because I don't. It's crazy because I know. You know what I'm saying, like when you get to the hierarchy, it's Akainu, then the five elders,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm. But
Mm-hmm.
part of me believes, like in the order that they, I guess, defeat whoever they got to, you know what I'm saying, like put on timeout.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a Kainu, and then I'm is gonna be the last one.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying, yeah, you know what I'm saying, the five elders.
The five elders. I mean, like it would be crazy if all the five elders are double fruit users. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be
That's gonna be,
nuts.
man, that's gonna be
That would
ridiculous.
be nuts if that's the case, but we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even think that they would really like demean themselves with that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I don't
I
think
can
that they
see
would
that.
like, I don't think they would probably look like it's something that's beneath them. You know,
I believe it. I think
you,
them jokers all hockey users.
yeah. I mean, but you know what I'm processing myself right now too. They haven't even given us all the names of the elders.
Nope. They just finally gave us Garcia's.
Yeah. We don't
So
have enough information. I'm like, we don't have as much information about the elders. You know, we just seen their faces, but we just don't know.
you know what I'm
You
saying?
know,
Like
the
they've been talking mad trash this whole time, like even before the time skip. Now you know what I'm saying? Like we seen them. Like they've been mad the whole time, but you know what I'm saying, they've been in the back chilling.
mm-hmm.
And now we finally get the egghead. Now we finally get the first one. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling, like, you know, because he carry a sword too, don't he?
Yeah.
So this I think Zoro is gonna have to fight him,
Yep.
or at least saying it'll be a test. Like it'll be a test of strength.
It won't shock me that they like actually do have to scrap with the Straw Hats though. It's like, so once again, I wouldn't put that outside the realm of possibility because that likely already happened before in the 4th century.
Mm-hmm. I just thought about something. 5 elders versus top 5.
Top 5, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like who? Like because I'm guessing they're gonna go
You know,
like.
you need hold up now. I don't think that Luffy would stain his hands with the 5.
Mm,
I think Luffy goes at the Aim or Ing.
okay. All right. So let's see. So we're going to put number 6 in there. Either number 6 or number 7
No,
or whatever.
we just need people to match the 5. I mean, honestly, he got a whole crew of people that's ready for anybody. So you
That's
got
what I'm
Usopp,
saying.
you got Zoro, you got Sanji, you got Boss Djembe, then you
Yep.
got Usopp, right? And
Yep.
I would throw Nico Robin in there just because Nico Robin been accosted by these suckers all her life.
Oh, I'm about to say no. That's actually what she was. She was already in that. Like now, like since you saying like because you make a good point. Since like saying we got an emperor on our hands now. He don't have to. He necessarily doesn't have to touch the 5 elders. So
Yeah.
my lineup for them now would be Zoro, Sanji, Jinbei, Robin, and Brooke.
Mm.
Don't get me wrong.
I'm good with that lineup.
Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Frankie got that muscle, but at the same time, these suckers, they, you know what I'm saying? Like they know what's going on, and you know what I'm saying? Like they got some knowledge on them, and
Yeah.
brute force, and I don't think brute force is going to be the right match for when they when they have to face these dudes.
Nah, it was. I don't think. I think you're right. The it's like I say, it's going to go down because a lot of this stuff that that we've seen is all like so. Once again, it's all coming to a head, and I don't know. Blackbeard is going to be practice. Um,
Practice.
yeah, he's going to be practice. I'm being serious. I mean, it's going to be a freaking tough fight, man. I'm not going to say
Oh
up
yeah.
front.
Oh yeah.
But if the final boss is Ing, this is practice. And you want me to tell you one thing I thought about the other day?
What's that?
We'll save that for the next video. Hold on, we'll say we'll close this. We'll close this section real quick. We'll start there for the next video. But I think Egghead Island is going to be on the verge of destruction very soon. And I also think that in the midst of that, we might lose. We're going to lose Vegapunk. Because his absence has always been felt. We've been talking about Vegapunk since the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Frankie's been chasing the shadow of Vegapunk for years.
Man, listen.
And now we finally got him.
Oh,
yeah.
I got an idea.
What's up, Bo?
Before he go, that sucker gonna give. He gonna pass all his his knowledge to Frankie.
That would actually make the most sense. He's the only one suitable to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep it in the book. He's the only one. I mean, he's the only one that's been able to chase him in his shadow and keep up actually in his own way without having the whole brain fruit to keep him engaged.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm with you. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you wholeheartedly, man. I mean, like I see Frankie benefiting the most from this because most of the information is already digitized.
So low key, this is Frankie's art.
That's actually crazy, but you might be right. I never thought about that. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Now Elbath is up in the air now because
we going to Elbath. Don't you say?
I mean, yeah,
don't
get me wrong. We gonna go.
We going, god dang it.
We going. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, it's up in the air because you know what I'm saying? These jokers talking about, yeah, Shanks, who we gonna go beat up? We're gonna beat up on the kid pirates.
Oh, you no, how dare you? They're going to beat up the useless kid. It's a difference.
But my whole thing with that is, you know what I'm saying, like we only know three of your people. Like
Yeah,
there's like, you know what I'm saying, like you didn't develop anybody else.
yeah. But
I mean,
once and that likely was on purpose because they ain't really much to talk about when it comes to the use of
your disdain for this dude is hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I know Law is like much more powerful than this dude. But you know what I'm saying? Like we only know what three of them.
Like I said, there's not
Well,
many
four.
things to say
I'll give him four.
there's not many things to say about the useless kid and his useless parents. It's just not much. I mean, yeah. Like I said, look. Vegapunk ain't surviving this, but I do agree with you with like when like if he's gonna pass it down, he passes it to Frankie, he passes it to Robin. Robin needs to know the history.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because when I think about this, man, well, I will end on this thought. Think about this. She is the only one that can read poneglyphs, right? What
That we
if
that we
that we know of? What if he already has all of their notes to pass to her?
Mm. Oh, that is right. And we can't forget about the fact that you know, say a certain giant might actually still be alive.
That's also, I mean, well, he is alive.
Yeah.
He is alive. So that's two people that likely know how to read poneglyphs, but he just kept himself in the dark very well. So we're looking at that she now knows that the man that protected her is alive. A, B, if she can get some extra information to cinch up all these missing gaps she got from all the things she copied, the only person that would have the information is Vegapunk. He gotta die. He got to. I'm saying, like he's too powerful, bro. He's the smartest man on the planet, and he made himself into six people. That's a dangerous dude, bro. He ain't had to lift a finger to fight nobody, but just the fact that he could do that right there is terrifying enough. Like, look, we got to get rid of this sucker.
Pretty much.
Yo, we sending an elder to come and confront you, bro. You gonna die. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's going. I mean, just the one slide that said the resolution of the incident the following day when it inflicted kind of shock the world never saw. That part right there is the part that's getting me. I'm like, I don't think this dude gonna survive, because and rightfully so. Said rightfully so. I do believe that he has done what he was supposed to do, and that is compile all this information, make sure it gets out. And they can live on his dream, where Frank can take that dream from him and making sure that everybody on the planet gets free energy.
I can see that.
It could happen. So yeah.
And then you know what I'm saying, then don't forget about the cover story when he finally did get the five elders audience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, that is right. Well, I almost overlooked the cover story for this one. Your boys Caesar and Judge gonna create Neo Mads.
Yeah, I saw that joint. Yeah, like, so I mean, once again, it fits into the era that we're in right now, where all these people coming up with different revolutions. You know, like it makes sense that like Judge will go back to his roots in this situation. It just does. It makes sense. Yeah,
Like,
makes sense. Emotionless excursion. These dudes are funny, man. Yeah,
they do the most.
they do.
But they do it for our entertainment.